Bienvenidos de vuelta al Horizon Forbidden West. Vamos a continuar con esta misión que nos mandaba con nuestros colegas. Sí, ya está grabando, ya está grabando. Gracias, Rina, por recordármelo. Hostia, no sé cuánto disco duro me queda. Que no sé cuánto disco duro iré tasadillo ya. A ver. Uy, 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 uy. Vale, me quedan 62 gigas. Me queda para este directo y para este coche y ya está. A ver, sobre que hay un agujero pequeño, solo falta... Vale. Bien, buen clip, sin duda. Buen clip. Venga, va. Vámonos. Macho, me encantan las expresiones faciales de este juego, ¿eh? En marcha.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good.
Qué caña. Bueno, pues espero que os hayan divertido los clips también. ¡Hala! Sin cuerda ni nada de escalada.
This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Y ella sigue yendo ahí sin camiseta ni nada, ¿eh? Tú fíjate. Que va casi en sujetador esta mujer. Ahí con el ombligo al aire, mírala. En chanclas. Es una buena conclusión. Hija de puta, mírala. Sin it. Han roto el escudo. Han roto el escudo de Zenith. Le han roto el escudo, ¿eh? Una chaqueta, una rebequilla o algo, ¿no? Tendría que llevar puesta. Pero nada, ¿no? Dice que miau tía coneja.
See if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that.
Claro, normal que tenga las mejillas coloradas del frío que hace.
Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Hostia, qué guapos son estos enemigos. Parecen a los de Matrix, ¿eh? Que por cierto, ¿habéis visto la nueva de Matrix o qué? Yo no la he visto todavía.
It took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
Snow's melting on my clothes. Great.
Vale. Oye, me gusta esto. Me lo llevo aquí para zurrir. Lanzacohetes de acechador. Espérate. Creo que no lo ha visto todavía. Que dicen que es bastante pochis, pero no sé. Yo tengo ganas de verla, aunque sea solo por la nostalgia, ¿sabes? Los espectros estos molan muchísimo, ¿eh?
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Hostia, quiere los datos de Icila también, ¿eh? Quiere los datos de Itila también. O Icila. ¿Cómo se llama esta? No me acuerdo. Me lo acaban de decir, pero ya no me acuerdo. Vale, aquí tenemos. Vale. Por eso decía que quizá estaría bien que le pusiesen algún sistema como en el frío del Red Dead, ¿no? Que mola muchísimo. A ver. Bienvenidos al tren del hype del canal de José Ram. Una copia del de Pablares con toda mi jeta. Así era ese clip. Investiga el campo de batalla. Antes de meternos abajo... Vale, mira, por ahí arriba hay más cosas. Por ahí arriba también hay cosas de colgarse. Vale. Claro, esto es lo que les ha reventado los morros, que así podríamos... Hostia, si podemos romperle los escudos a los... A los pavos estos, a los... Ya lo diré, a los Zenith. Tenemos mucho ganado, ¿eh?
One of the sons of Prometheus. It looks like his focus was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
¿Cómo? ¿Arma de la academia? ¿Arma de la academia ponía?
I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
Hostia, no ha tenido tiempo de enfriarse con la rasca que tiene que hacer aquí. Échale más nieve encima o algo. Aloy, échale nieve. Nieve que es niebla, pero mal dicho. Vale. ¿Cómo nos gusta lootear? Loot primero, fight después. A ver. Un conejete. Uy, 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 uy. Señor conejo. Hostia, madre mía, qué mala puntería tengo. Ahí va. Vale, ese sí. No le he dado, o sea, me ha salvado el autoapuntado, ¿sabes? La asistencia al apuntado, por lo menos. Pluma de cuervo. Vale, perfecto. Nos queda algo del campo de batalla por investigar. Nos queda algo del campo de batalla por investigar. Vale, ¿eso qué es? Al hijo de suministros generoso. Al hijo de suministros moderados. Vale, vamos para allá. Vale, perfecto. Veo uno. El otro tiene que estar aquí al lado. Lo que no sé es qué más tendremos que investigar del campo de batalla. Por cierto, entre unos y otros sois unos cabrones y al final he empezado a ver The Office, ¿sabes? Y es muy probable que me haya enganchado un poco. Ay, mira, allá arriba yo creo. Creo que está ahí arriba, ¿eh? ¿Sí o qué? No. Pues no va a ser ahí arriba, ¿no? ¿No se puede escalar? Una cosa te voy a decir. Que sois unos cabrones. Te vengo a decir.
Not until I'm done looking around.
Te vengo a decir, Rina. Vale, mira, es ahí donde hay que buscar. Vaya tamaño la hostia.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? All right. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
Vale, vamos para abajo.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. They also
Eso me mola,
operating, it was sending data on it somewhere else.
Por cierto, vas a mandar foto, ¿no? Al casco mío, ¿no, Rina?
I've known tinkers that do that. Do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
El activo, vale.
The asset. Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
Milicia.
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
Vale. Que no es importante el tamaño, claro. Pero, ¿sabes qué pasa? Como persona muy cercana a Albacete, te digo una cosa, Morfeo. Cuanto más grande, más se queda fuera. Porque eso tiene profundidad, ¿sabes? Si das en el tope no puedes meter más. Vale, ya, lo siento. Lo siento. A no ser que seas un Black and Decker.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is. But my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Vamos para abajo.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up.
Pero no te
Contact us
enfrentes a
by
ellos.
focus if you see anything.
Pero no te enfrentes a ellos.
Any trouble shows up.
Gracias, Morfeo.
Let's go.
No te enfrentes a
Some
ellos
kind
solo.
of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
Es que es muy guapo, tío, todo lo... ¡Ay! Me mola mucho este juego, ¿eh? Y pues bien que lo dejaste por el Elden Ring. Yo qué sé, que el Elden Ring me vició un poco y... ¿Qué vamos a hacer? No seáis rencorosos. No seas rencoroso, otra parte de Joserra, que tiene conversaciones consigo mismo. Un poco. Un poco. No seas rencoroso. No seas el den rencoroso. Uy. No le ha gustado el bot eso, ¿eh? No le ha gustado Morfeo. Rina colosa. Exclamación. A ver, queremos saber cuánto de José Racionismo tiene ahora mismo Rina. Vale, ahí tiene algo, ¿eh? ¿Ves? Eso tiene más sentido. Normal, totalmente normal. Y absoluto, ¿eh? Merecidísimo. Vale. ¿Este es el transmisor?
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
No hay nada más aquí, ¿no? Vamos para allá, a ver.
This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
Mira cómo se frota del frío, ¿ves? Si es que es normal, si es que tiene que estar helado. El otro ahí va con tropecientas pieles encima y nuestra queridísima Aloy va medio en bolas.
So, exploring another far zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Vale. Me da un poco de lástima, la verdad, el Horizon. Porque lo han sacado justo, o sea, lo sacaron justo una semana o 2 semanas antes del Elden. Y es que, claro. Es como si dices, madre mía, mira, pones...
Ectogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility.
Vale, espérate.
What were they for?
Remember when I told you I was made, not born? This is how.
A machine that makes a person. That's incredible. All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Vale, que es como si coges y dices, sale un tío que está buenísimo. Iba a decirlo con una mujer, pero así no suena machista, ¿vale? Pues sale un tío que está buenísimo, que dice, madre mía, qué bueno está este hombre. Yo qué sé, un tío que esté buenísimo, ¿vale? Y justo detrás de él viene Brad Pitt. Y dices, pues ya está. Pues ya está. El otro, por muy bueno que esté... Ya está. Mira Breath of the Wild 2. ¿Tú crees que habrá tenido algo que ver, Sefi? Me quedo con Bale. ¿Con Christian Bale? ¿O con el futbolista? Porque hay un futbolista que se llama Bale también, ¿no?
Find anything that might tell us what the asset is?
I don't think so.
A ver qué tenemos aquí. Experimento de una mejora no tener reducido el tiempo entre los ajustes necesarios para que los tratamientos disponibles en el mercado como rejuvenecimiento. Vale, nada. Vale, y esto. Pero esto lo puede ver él ya también, ¿no? Vale, vámonos. Uy. Vale. A ver, que yo lo dije de coña, pero oye, tal vez sí, ¿no? Inés y Bonica. No sé, yo es que a Brad Pitt igual sí que me lo... Tu marido igual. Igual a Brad Pitt entró ya me lo trajinaba, ¿sabes? Sí. Si hubiera podido.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around.
Siendo Nintendo, ¿te lo crees? Que hayan podido hacer eso. Yo precisamente creo que es al contrario, ¿no? Ten en cuenta que Zelda es muy fan para los nintenderos, pero para el resto nos la pela completamente, ¿eh? Quiero decir, es Zelda, y sí, y todo lo que tú quieras. Pero a la inmensa mayoría de la gente que no somos nintenderos nos la pela el Zelda, ¿eh?
So, how is Erend
¡Ay! La alerta.
all of this?
La pizza. Está la pizza ya.
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
Ujú. Y yo, dice Inés. y yo, dice Inés. Vale, voy a sacar la pizza del horno, ¿vale? Y vuelvo enseguida. Seguimos. Vale. Uy. Vale, podríamos bajar por aquí, ¿no? Y aquí llegamos justo donde estábamos antes. Vale, perfecto. Ahora dejar que se enfríe y en 5 o 10 minutos ya tengo la pizza ahí lista. Sí, ya está. Gracias, Rina, por recordármelo. ¿Te imaginas que la lío otra vez? No sería la primera vez que la lío 2 veces en el mismo directo, ¿eh? También te lo digo. ¿Eso que son cabezas nucleares o qué es? ¿Qué es eso?
A control console to access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
Espérate, que por aquí hay cosas que rapiñar. Me he dejado cosas por ahí seguro. Ni, mira. Recordadora porque eres pequeñita y redonda, ¿cómo? Porque el botón de rec es pequeño y redondo, ¿no dices? Qué gusto volver a montar una turbocabra, dice. ¿Ya estás jugándolo, Garillete, o qué? Muy buenas noches. ¿Ya lo tienes instalado y funcionando o qué? Vale. Pues yo creo que ya estaría, ¿no? ¿O me dejo algo más? No sé si me dejo algo más. Mira, allí. ¿Qué es? A ver. Antiguo. Uf. Ah, vamos por si acaso. ¿Qué es una bola? ¿Cómo? Ah, de Harry Potter. Vale, perdón. Ya dejé yo de Harry Potter 0, ¿eh? Perdón. Nadie es perfecto, dice. Te he pagado las malas costumbres de ir golismeando todo, ¿no, Garillete? Vale, esto sería 237.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
Creo que era este. No sé si me acuerdo bien o no. Estoy cayéndome yo del pedestal. Si es que si yo ya os lo he dicho, yo no entiendo cómo hay alguien que me aprecie ligeramente. De Harry y Potter. Harry y Potter, la madre que te parió, Figrim. ¿Con el Zelda te refieres? ¿Con el Cemu?
Aloy,
¿Eres tú?
it's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Para que no la controlasen.
respite. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsineth. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed. Oh, this was all for nothing. Good luck.
Claro, ellos tienen a Apolo, tienen toda la inteligencia de la humanidad de antes del proyecto.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
No, tío, dime que la podemos salvar.
Shit, they can fly. Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
Hostia, qué caña, tío.
I'll protect her.
Hostia, con dos Aloys somos imparables, ¿eh?
I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
Y prepárate para la batalla. ¿Qué cojones quieres que me prepare? ¿Qué coño quieres que me prepare, desgraciado? Débil contra ácido.
Ugly one, aren't you? I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
Pues si ya te la he escaneado, gilipollas. Vale, en todos mis morros.
That thing's quick.
Vale, esto es lo que podríamos habernos preparado antes. ¿Qué estás haciendo, Aloy, que no te veo?
That ice ought to make it brittle.
Espérate, que podemos hacer esto. Vale, espectro. Vale, eso es desprendible. Punto débil. Vale. Al ojete. Daño de extracción. No, ¿qué haces?
No more fire.
Vale, vamos a tirarle algo de ácido. Vamos, vamos, vamos. ¿Qué está pasando? ¡Murci! ¡Murci bonico! Ahí atrás. Es que no me dejan darles de melee, tío. A tomar por culo. Murci hermoso, ¿qué habéis estado haciendo, bonicos? Fortnite. Ahí sin construcción, ¿eh, pájaro?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Vale, 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 lo tenemos. ¿Qué más nos ha dejado esto? Nos hemos cargado un hijo de puta estos, ¿eh? Esto si llego... ¡Ferry hermoso, bonicos! Al Fortnite habéis estado, qué pájaro pinto. Que sepáis que ahora que no hay construcción, igual hasta me llama la atención el Fortnite. En serio, bueno, tampoco tanto, ¿eh? No nos vengamos arriba. ¿Y qué tal? ¿Cómo lo habéis pasado? Seguro que bien.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre.
Ya quisieras enganchar el Horizon.
Just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Yo lo pillé por 56 pavos, creo que fue, o algo menos. Y no recuerdo quién me dijo. Selfirad me enseñó la oferta. Y la verdad es que es una caña. A la Chucky de Cieza. No sé esa referencia, no la he entendido, murciégalor. No sé quién es.
Aaron!
Que me lo matan.
Hang tight, I'm almost there.
Vamos para allá. Corre, 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 corre.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
3 pastillones y no me diste ni mierda. No, pues no sé quién es, tío. No sé, no me suena.
Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. See what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there. You corrosive. Take this. Take him down. Hey, get out of there.
Use it against the Spectre.
Got its weak spot.
¡Ah, el arma, el arma, el arma! Es verdad, coño, que no me acordaba. Tenemos el lanzamisiles ese. ¿Dónde lo he dejado? Aquí. ¿No le he dado? ¿O sí le he dado? Hostia puta.
And again. Get some blood flow. That's it. Stop.
Vale, vamos a intentar congelarlo.
Let's take him out.
A ver ahora.
More like that. Come on, shoot it again. Let's send you back to the forge.
Y ahora sí. Ole. Hostia, qué guapo, ¿eh? Uy, ¿qué ha pasado?
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer.
Ok.
But we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon.
Claro, es que es eso. Los Far Zenith estos, los Zenith, tienen todo lo de la sabiduría de Apolo que a nuestra civilización no le llegó.
Maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Mola mucho, tío. Me mola mucho, ¿eh? El cómo lo han planteado. Es que es increíble, tío. Es increíble lo que han conseguido con este. Y que lo está moviendo una PS5, ¿eh? No, este para PC no está todavía.
No. Damn it.
La bolica, la bolica.
Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Is your focus acting up?
Toca Gaia, ¿eh? Toca
Looks
Gaia.
like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
¿Toca Gaia otra vez? ¿Cantamos Gaia otra vez o qué?
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must ask. The woman Varl and Aaron brought in, she's related to you.
It's hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good. If she's anything like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
Maybe. You said you were training.
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there.
¿Cómo? Jambo pixelado, ¿qué dices?
Getting Ether out of the grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaru's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Ah, Talana era la cazadora.
A bold woman going into Tanakh territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just...
Es la jefa esa de los halcones. Ok, un abrazo, Garillete bonito. Nosotros lo voy a dejar en breve, ¿eh? Yo creo. Luego lo miro, pero...
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway.
Grillaete.
The Nora can hold their own.
Grillaete podríamos llamarlo.
From their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
You said the bulwark was your home.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tanakh to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent
Ok, Gau, Bonico, un besazo enorme.
back then.
Así que de estos que hacen
I
velcro.
believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat.
Hostia, qué guapo también esto, ¿eh?
But I had no interest in rising above my station.
Qué guapo, tío.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the cool route?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Cool Route, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tanakh as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself, even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor.
Qué guapo, tío.
One he knew I couldn't refuse. So
Qué
I
guapo la
became a
historia,
marshal
tío.
and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
Qué guapo, tío. Yo brazo fantasma.
When we were at the bulwark, the guard said something about the wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the cool route. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the cool route. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom and the awe it must have inspired.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt blood at the Grove and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
Qué guapo, tío. Me mola muchísimo el lore del juego, ¿eh?
On your way then.
Me encanta el lore, cómo lo han presentado. Lo que pasa es que yo entiendo que para muchos de vosotros esto será aburrido. O sea, yo entiendo que esto tiene que ser aburrido para algunos de vosotros que no, o sea, que no habéis seguido la historia o alguna cosa de esas. Pero espero que os divierta de alguna forma también.
Alo.
Yeah, I'm just,
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for...
little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our...
Maybe. What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings.
Los lores y las lores.
I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line.
¿Dónde sale? ¡Ah, the Morgan Partner!
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
¿Os imagináis un juego mío? Yo ahí haciendo el gilipollas. Yo lo veo, ¿eh? Y el streamer tonto simulator.
Huh? Oh, I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
There's two of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but
Qué guapo, tío.
what you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms.
Joder, murciélagos.
Reminded me of a cousin of mine.
Una skin mía en el
Thought he
Fall Guys.
could
Serían
trap
fanegas.
lightning if he covered himself in stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it.
Pero es que tiene sentido. Es que tiene sentido lo de... Lo de que vistan como tribus, ¿vale? Como con harapos y haya mucha tecnología. Y es que realmente toda la tecnología, toda la inteligencia que había desarrollado, todos los archivos de la evolución humana, de la historia de la humanidad, todos los avances, todo lo que podrían aprender y llevar a hacer lo que hay ahora, eso se perdió cuando se destruyó parte del proyecto Apolo. Entonces tiene sentido. Y por eso son más peligrosos los Zenith, porque ellos sí que tenían Apolo. Entonces mola muchísimo, tío. Es que mola muchísimo lo que es la historia de este juego. De los mejores Murcia. Y además es una de las mejores leyes del mundo, que es la ley de Murphy. No, Maca, yo los fines de semana suelo... ¿Qué pasa con el Polo? ¿Qué pasa con Polo? Su propia responsabilidad, dice. Apolo, por lo de Apolo, vale. Perdón. No lo conozco yo, no lo he visto. Marco Polo. Es que, ojo, la tontura. ¿Cómo nadamos en mares de tontura? Me encanta. Me encanta. No, es que me encanta, ¿eh? Me encanta. Y Maca, yo es que los fines de semana suelo darle largo y tendido. O sea, ya que entre semana no puedo, los fines de semana aprovecho y le doy.
Ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
What are you working on with...
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little simples, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed, I promise.
Did you speak with Beta?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
I have to get going.
Qué bueno.
No causing too much trouble.
Tú llevas una semana. ¿De José Racionismo te refieres, Rina? Te creo, ¿eh? Somos todos un poco tontacos, ¿eh? Aquí somos todos un poco
Aloy,
tontacos.
glad you made it back okay.
Ni.
She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello?
¿Beta? Soy VHS.
It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal.
Hostia, se le ha ido la pinza.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up.
No nos traicionarás, Aloy 2.0.
So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all. yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable. Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know? How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And
Hostia
you,
puta!
does that mean that you're... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function. Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Imaginaos gente alimentando su propio ego miles de años. Alimentando a esa gente... O sea, imaginaos a esa gente alimentando su ego durante miles de años. A macarrones con tomático solo para pillar el... La oreja es un dorito, dice la madre que te parió.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that.
Qué guapo, tío. Venga, murciélago bonito, muchísimas gracias por la raid de bueno. De bueno, que quería decir de nuevo, pero se me ha ido la cabeza. Así que de verdad, muchas gracias, murciélago bonito. Que descanses y tengas un buen domingo.
So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry.
Tony, muchísimas gracias por la raid.
He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric, he's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know.
Qué guapo. Oh, habéis estado con el Visage, qué grande. De bueno. Hasta que se demuestre lo contrario, exacto. Bienvenidísimos los que venís con Tony, espero que lo hayáis pasado fenomenal. Estamos en un momento de Horizon Zero Dawn, no, perdón, de Horizon Forbidden West. Un poquillo avanzado. Yo creo que vamos por la mitad del juego más o menos, así que tomad asiento los que queráis, uníos a nosotros en este momento, y los que os vayáis a cenar, a dormir o lo que sea, pues espero que tengáis un domingo fantástico. ¿Te tiene frito? ¿Quién te...? ¿El Visage? ¿Por qué parte has empezado, Tony? Porque yo el Visage no lo disfruté mucho, la verdad.
The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, Surprise.
Qué bueno, tío. Al de la muleta. Pues el de la muleta es con el que empecé yo y no me gustó nada. Luego la del oso es la última que hice yo. El de los espejos, que es la segunda que hice yo, es la que más me moló. Pero bueno, espero que lo disfrutes, Tony. Dentro del horror, que disfrutes mucho.
You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine wars. It must be impregnable.
Madre mía, tiene que ser chungo de cojones esa fase, ¿eh?
Launch facilities so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
Hostias, yo si tuviese dos Joserras, madre mía, no sé lo que pasaría,
There must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age too. How did you escape the...
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds.
No será una trampa esta...
I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
Nos va a traicionar, ¿verdad?
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
But Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done.
Tío, me está molando mucho la historia, ¿eh?
Way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating.
Qué caña, tío. Gracias.
All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location. Of course not.
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are.
You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right?
Pero huele a canela!
So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Mal.
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her.
Yo es que igual no aguantaría otro Joserra, ¿eh? Diría, pero qué gilipollas es este hombre, yo paso de sus mierdas. Entonces estas dos igual, claro, también están así.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Necesito un cambio de SSD. No, es que la verdad la historia mola muchísimo. Porque ya se pensaba que íbamos más avanzados en el tema del ejército contra los Zenith. O sea, de la guerra contra los... es que tampoco es una guerra, es que no sé cómo llamarlo. Pero en la preparación contra los contra la pelea contra los Zenith. Y es que no, claro, nosotros estamos todavía en la prehistoria. Sin Apolo y sin Hefesto y sin hostias consagradas. ¿Qué te puedes esperar? Y... Toca Gaia. Toca Gaia. ¿Vamos? Hay veces que no sé si exprimir el sol para sentir calor. Y dudo que al nacer llegará a creer que hoy fuera a morir. Y con eso basta, ¿no? Na 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 na.
I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Después de descansar, has estado descansando un poquillo, me alegro mucho.
I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment. I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
I killed you.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right.
Me-
Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more subfunctions to get.
Vale, voy a subirme esto para hacer más pupeta. ¿Esto qué es? Vale, y esto ya no puedo. Hostia, espérate. Que yo creo que estas mierdas no las he cogido nunca, ¿eh? ¿Cuántos puntos de habilidad necesito? 3, vale. Vale. Nada, pues vamos a seguir a nuestra marcha y ya está. La mente y el culo, claro. Iba a dormir Rita. ¡No, Ferry! ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué, Ferry? Las siestas son bien a veces, nada más.
I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Alo.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. Told her to talk to you to see if she can... She's...
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
Pues igual que tú, desgraciada. Si
It
no
is
vas a
true,
ayudar, ¿no?
she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time.
When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising. Gaia?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment we exchanged greetings, names, it was the first of many conversations, listening to her stories.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your... Though I am glad she made it home, I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia. So, the greatest minds in the all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the... What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations. At all our resources and technology were secured from within a month of the project's conception. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their...
Es que en serio, el lore mola muchísimo. Me cago en la madre que me parió.
As you say.
Vámonos. Está limpio, bonito, que descanses tú también. Yo lo voy a dejar en breve, que es... vamos a estar media horita más como mucho, ¿vale? Media horita más como mucho y lo dejamos.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something.
More like someone.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If
Dime.
You said you wanted to talk about...
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once... Gaia gave me a set of instructions. If we deliver it to the land gods, they're...
That's great.
Maybe. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, Gaia showed me a way around. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land god.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair...
Yes. Gaia helped me locate...
So, kill the machines, then use them to adapt the reboot
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy.
Vale, me piro.
About the lab...
We need to kill...
Got it. I'll let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get their control cores, maybe we really can heal.
¿Sabes que hoy es el Resmania? ¿Qué es eso? No sé qué es eso, Sefi. Ok, dándome por cara.
Hey,
Nothing some are
just trying to...
fair enough.
It's good to see you.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to thank her for helping me study something from the old world that instead I found out they gave each other. If you ask me, stuffing a dead anything, really.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something. How's
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all... Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea.
Me gusta cómo se está quedando.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
El mayor evento de Pressing Catch. Ansiosa. ¿Qué nos haces? ¿Qué nos haces, Chafi? ¿Qué nos haces? Vale. El otro tiene bastante con la música. Es lo que... Pues mira, ¿has visto lo que hace Slowfall con el juego ese de Pressing Catch? Que nos tiene ahí creados. A ver... Tenemos eso ahí. Hostia, mira, aquí tenemos cosas. Desconocido y un puesto de... Tenemos ahí cosas para hacer. ¿Y eso? Aquí tenemos una misión que entregar. Medro Viejo, vuelve con Sael. Ahí tenemos una misión que entregar. Hombre. ¿Tenemos una hoguera por aquí cerca? Sí, ahí. Ah, mira, más gossips. Ahí está.
Choosing the right rations can be just as important to your chance of survival as choosing the right weapons. If you want food that'll save your life out in the wilds, go northwest to Saltbite. The cook there, Pintala, she'll whip up a meal for anyone who needs it, to knock or not.
I'll make sure to pay her a visit if I'm out that way.
Don't let the pretty landscapes fool you.
You'll miss out on a good
It's
trade.
deadly out here.
A ver, viaje rápido. Vamos a hacer viaje rápido aquí. Completamos esta misión.
Se dice gracia, no era.
Que me lo diga al revés. Estaría bien, ¿eh? Vale, vamos a ver. Es ahí arriba. Me molaría que me dieran otra armadura épica o legendaria, coño. Que estás más fea que una mierda. Aunque me dejen hacer trasmo.
There's Shale. I should give her the seed pouches I recovered from the old growth.
Speak to me for a moment, would you?
Sí, lo estaba intentando.
Lau has come back to us thanks to you. Is it safe to send out another hunting party?
It's never going to be completely safe out there, but the Clost Rider is dead. Here, the seed pouches.
I'll see that these are returned to their families for planting and remembrance. I'm sure Lau and Van would like to thank you in person. You can find them at the Grove. It's been an honor, Aloy. May the land be kind to you.
Qué bonitos los hippies. Vale, ahora sí que tenemos. Ah, vale, es que esto tiene como 3 niveles. Vale, 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 entiendo. Ahora lo entiendo. Vale, coño, ya entiendo cómo va esto. Ahora lo he entendido, ¿sabes? Después de...
Aloy. Welcome to the garden.
How are you doing, Bree? Is this where you planted your wife's seeds?
It is. They're a part of Plainsong now, where they can take root and flower. I miss her.
Es perfecto, Morfeo.
For change, just like she would have. I still can't believe something so...
Yo me voy a comer una pizza, o sea que...
She didn't deserve any of this, but at least I have this to remember her by.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Even if one day we leave Plainsong, I'll know the seeds she carried will have been part of our people's cycle. And it's all thanks to you, Aloy. May you always walk in a field of plenty.
Que mola muchísimo las historias estas, tío. Es que me encanta. Y el lore, por ejemplo, de estos... o sea, el lore de esta gente, de esta tribu, me ha turbo flipado. O sea, llevan siempre unas semillas, para los que no lo sepáis, llevan unas semillas consigo para cuando mueren plantarlas y que de alguna forma sigan vivos. Es que mola muchísimo, tío. Vale, y esto, a ver, porque por aquí tenemos un montón de historias por hacer todavía. Mira, aquí tenemos algo. Vale, ahí tenemos anchas fauces. Es que tengo un montón de mierdas por hacer todavía, tío. Es que esto es enorme. Semillas legales. Semillas legales. Vamos, como pipas. Pipas de girasol. Ahora eso no lo podemos abrir todavía. ¿Eso qué es? Vale, esas son las coordenadas de Poseidón. Vale, vamos a mirar las misiones. Vale, tenemos esta. Vamos a hacer esta. ¿No? ¿O qué? Y vamos avanzando en las misiones que tenemos, porque al fin, mi objetivo al final es intentar hacer todas las misiones. Que puedas, al menos. Un cafelito para cuidarme. Qué gracioso. Yo también voy a dormir como un campeón hoy. Qué bien me lo he pasado con este juego, tío. Ahí va. Eres muy gracioso, ¿eh? Estoy por comerme una galleta gofre de estas antes de la pizza y todo. Ay, que joder, se me olvida que tengo que darle al... Vámonos, turbocabra. Sí, voy. ¿Qué pasa, artista? ¿Qué marcha me llevas?
It's lucky for me that you're here, Outlander. The name's Jax. A squad of Tanakh is holed up in that cave. I think they're in trouble. At least one of them is injured. I'm here to offer help, but with the Tanakh, such an offer might be perceived as an insult, even when help is needed. Will you stand with me? I saw you speak before the chorus, so I know you can be persuasive. And if things get out of hand, I will be stronger with your spear at my side.
I'll do what I can.
Hostia, a mí los dátiles, ¿sabes cómo me gustan mucho los dátiles?
You there.
Con bacon.
This camp belongs to Eagle Squad. Retreat or die.
At ease, Eagle. I'm not here for blood. Just to parlay.
You know the parlay sign?
Let us in so we can talk.
So far, so good.
Long way from the desert, aren't we? This one was blinded.
Boy, nothing gets by you.
Looks like your training mission didn't go according to plan. We're here to help, if you want it.
How does an Utaru know we're on a training mission?
He knew how to request a parlay, too.
He's not Utaru. Or Tenakth. He must be a veteran.
A veteran?
I didn't think there were any left.
We don't need help from a washed-out farmer.
Could have fooled me, judging by the look of things.
Sister, it sounds like they just want to help us. Why not let them?
What do we got to lose?
You said you're on a training mission?
A machine hunt. The final test before
Con
your
panceta la
squad
pimienta,
goes on
joder.
active duty.
Everything was going
Me estáis dando
fine.
hambre.
We tracked the claw strider and hit it hard,
But it fled into a herd of bristlebacks.
One charge right at Kore. He dodged just in time and landed a strike as it passed.
I hit an acid canister. The spray was like fire in my eyes.
A terrible wound.
I should have scouted ahead. Spotted the herd.
No. I should have spotted that canister.
What does it mean to be a veteran?
I was born Tanakh, but offered to Utaru in exchange for tribute.
Tribute?
Back when there was plenty, the Utaru offered yearly gifts of food to the Tanakh to keep peace between them. Over time, this tribute grew into an exchange of people. The Tanakh needed able-bodied youth to fight their clan battles. And the Utaru needed veteran soldiers to train the defenders of Plainsong. I was just such a soldier.
Was being the key word.
You may yet need my spear, young warrior.
Qué guapo, tío. Es que el lore es buenísimo, tío. Me encanta, ¿eh? Me encanta. Me encanta.
What do you need?
Supplies.
Tengo una pizza.
Dried meat, ammunition, weapons, camping equipment.
Me estáis dando mucha hambre, cabrones.
Provisions for a trip back to the desert.
Everything we need is at Riverwatch. A huge cache of war spoils up there. Left over from the route.
The route.
When our forces drove the Karja back to Barren Light, they made sure the Kestrels felt the loss. Made it hurt.
Marshal Canera shot a score of fleeing Karja from the top of Riverwatch, and her squad gathered the loot. It's all just sitting up there. Ours for the taking.
Deadly machines are known to patrol that place, and the ruin itself is on the brink of collapse.
You think machines and rotting ruins are enough to keep out Eagle Squad?
No, but your injuries are. Let Jax and I grab these supplies for you.
This is our mission. I'm not handing it over to someone.
Cabras grandes.
Fine. Come with us.
Estará fresquita. El secreto ibérico es de lo mejor.
The three of you hold position. I'll be back.
Be safe, sister.
Me comía yo un... Ahora un buen trozo de secreto ibérico, ¿eh?
The ruin is this way.
So you're a machine rider.
Once we get those supplies,
Very impressive.
everything will be fine.
So you say.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your brother's condition is.
That's not your problem, farmer.
So you say.
Stop saying that.
Hey, calm down. We're trying to help, remember?
So you say.
Qué fruta.
We'll have to cut across the river. Avoid the Outlander camp down the road.
Verás.
There are strangers in these.
Small cash. Can't be the supplies the Clara wanted. Better keep looking.
The sun has truly shined upon us this day.
Vamos a guardar. Vale, ¿tenemos misión aquí de estas? No. Que si conseguimos una hoguera, se dice gracia no hoguera.
Good, you're back. I think I fell asleep listening to this farmer.
I heard that, Eagle.
Oh,
Something wrong?
Que me he mojado.
I hate getting wet.
Odia mojarse.
I heard that.
Hostia, mira, un tanque de estos del GTA. ¿Cómo se llama? Ya no me acuerdo ni cómo se llaman los vehículos del GTA. ¡Ay, capturar carpa! ¿Qué coño, tío? Capturar carpa me salía. Mira, 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 mira.
Good, you're back. I think I fell asleep listening to this farmer.
Le voy a soltar una hostia a esta mujer, ¿eh? La carpa sabe a ponzoña. A mí las carpas no me disgustan. Prefiero la trucha. La trucha es el salmón de los pobres. Ahora va por culo el zorro. Pero es que por aquí, por mi zona sí que hay truchas en el río. Y es más fácil de... Hace un mojadito, qué mojadito está al hoy. Por el poder de Cristo. Vamos. Lo tengo. Vale.
That's the last of them.
I had that.
Give credit where credit is due, young one.
Maybe I would have handled it better if I wasn't busy covering you, old man.
I can get it from my stash later.
Vale, lo tenemos. ¡Heriberio, boniquísimo! ¿Cómo estás, hermoso? Bienvenidísimos todos los que venís con el Iberio. Que es un grande entre los grandes. ¿Y qué has estado? ¿Con qué has estado ahora? Con música, o sea, hoy ha tocado tocar el piano, ¿no? Bienvenidos todos, tomad asiento. Que estamos a punto de terminar por hoy. Creo, luego te lo miro, pero... Pain. Hoy pianito, me alegro. Pues muy bien, muy bien. Hoy nosotros le hemos metido un buen tute a este juego, al Horizon Forbidden West. Y lo estamos pasando de vicio. Gloria a los valientes. Hemos tocado Gaia, nosotros también.
Come, let's see if any of these machines have parts we can strip. Maybe I'll show you a thing or two.
What could a farmer possibly know about salvage?
Only decades of experience compared to your very brief existence.
Se salen las historias del juego, tío, y las secundarias de este juego son una maravilla. Vale, por ahí no podemos. Vale, vamos a ver. Aquí hay rapiña. Exacto. Hemos tocado Gaia. En honor a Javi 10. Es que la IA principal del juego, de una de las, vamos, los protagonistas, uno de los pilares clave de este juego se llama Gaia. Hola Ripsy, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas. Pues claro. Ah, mira por aquí, vamos a pasar. Perfecto. Ahora todo encaja. Es que todo está... Todo está relacionado. Porque hay veces que no sé si exprimir el sol para sentir calor. Vale, perfecto.
Okay, the supply cache should be at the top of the tower. But how to get up there?
Hostia, que me suena que aquí habíamos estado, leches. Que esto no supe abrirlo. Me suena que aquí habíamos estado ya, ¿eh? Mira, ahí podemos hacer esto. Qué fuerte está. Aloy. No, vamos a tirar de las normales. Vale, y esto lo podemos mover. Perfecto, esto mira, es un rollo... Es un rollo... Tomb Raider. Solo quiero vivir. ¿Tocamos Gaia otra vez? Vale. ¿Pero no te ibas a la cama, Safi? No nos engañes, ¿eh? Gañi, nos quieres engañar. Te quito la espada, ¿eh? Si nos engañas, te quito la espada. ¿Nos queda ahí algo? A ver. Generoso. Nah, pero paso. Es que paso, tío. Sí, pero ha dicho que la hemos pillado en la cocina. Jaja. ¿Veis? Ahí hemos estado porque eso de abajo lo hemos pillado. Pues mira, incluso ella misma lo dice, tío. He estado por aquí, seguro que me dejé pasar. Porque esa... Pues ese punto no estaba. Ese punto para engancharnos no estaba cuando vinimos. Dejadme con mi gordura, dice.
These are the supplies? Won't last them very long.
Verás tú.
I can't leave that kid alone for a second.
Se viene.
Jax and Sakura are in trouble. I gotta catch up to them.
Vamos a sacar la turbocabra. ¡Vamos! Turbocabra, ¿dónde estás? La madre que la parió, pero tú tómatelo con las cosas con pachorra, vamos.
There's Jax and Sakura. I gotta get in there and take down those machines.
Me ha craseado el puto juego. Me ha craseado otra vez. Me ha craseado el puto juego. Me ha craseado otra vez. Sí, señor, me ha crasheado el puto juego. Juanma, bonito. Que no es turbocabra. Para mí siempre será turbocabra. Igual un poco. Mejor crashea de la historia. Qué alegría por un crash. Hacemos un éxito, ¿eh? Lo tenemos que hacer con versión como... Mira, justo aquí, vale, de putísima madre. No hemos perdido nada, ¿eh? Golpe crítico. Vamos a reparar a nuestra turbocabra. Para mí siempre será turbocabra. Se llama embestidor, de hecho. Ya lo sabes, ¿no? Y qué locurón.
I better check on Jax and Sakura.
Hemos empotrado el bicho en la pared. O sea, tú fíjate que hemos empotrado el bicho en la pared, ¿eh? Fíjate, mira, se llama embestidor. Me lo han dejado sin cuernos. Me lo han dejado sin cuernos. Mira, reparar embestidor. ¿Ves? Montar en embestidor. Pero para nosotros siempre será una turbocabra. ¿Qué hay aquí?
Well fought, Eagle. Though I would have preferred if you hadn't taunted that thing. What did you find?
Practically nothing.
No, no te preocupes, Juanma. Aquí siempre eres bienvenido. No, no, no.
Here and some rotting medicinal herbs.
There was supposed to be more. Enough for...
It was never your intention to go home, was it?
What do you mean?
A blind Tenakth can't fight. And if you can't fight...
The Tenakth will kill Cora from being blind?
He'll face a trial against the machine.
They say it's more dignified that way. But it's still a death sentence.
So you were gonna use the extra supplies to live in the wilds?
I thought it would be enough to get us started.
Can't they stay in Plainsong?
Plainsong has too many mouths to feed. The chorus would never allow it.
We should get back.
I'll take this young sprout back. Meet us at the cave when you can.
Qué guapo, tío. El embestidor empotrado. Turbo Jorserra. La música de inicio del Windows, la de... Tan, tan, tan. Es que fíjate cómo lo hemos dejado, macho. Fíjate cómo lo hemos dejado metido en la pared, tío. Increíble. Tío, y encima con la música. Qué guapo, tío. Me ha molado mucho esta quest también, ¿eh? Me ha molado mucho esta quest también. Por todo lo que conlleva, o sea, el anciano, ¿no? O sea, el veterano, quiero decir, perdón. Mira, tío, los reflejos, qué guapo es este juego, me cago en 10. Vamos a guardar. Viaje rápido. Hasta aquí. Bueno, realmente tampoco estamos tan lejos, ¿eh? 98% de José Racionismo, madre mía. Que eso, Juanma, no os sintáis mal si no podéis venir. Lo importante es... O sea, yo me alegro muchísimo cuando podéis. Es lo importante. Evidentemente yo entiendo que incluso aunque tengas internet, entiendo que es jodido sacar tiempo para poder pasar incluso a saludar. A mí me pasa.
How am I supposed to tell them that I failed?
Speak the truth. Plain and simple. Aloy, we were just about to head in. So what will you tell them?
That we'll have to make do.
Pues muchísimas gracias, Juanma, de verdad se agradece.
That will be a hard life.
Better than letting Corey be killed if we go back.
There must be another way.
I don't see one.
So, we're all stocked up then?
The cache was empty. But we'll be alright without them.
I can't let you starve out here. Just leave me.
No!
Jax, you said Plainsong has too many mouths to feed to take them all in, but what about just...
I am not leaving my brother behind.
He'll be safe in Plainsong, and the rest of you can head home. It's the only real solution you've got.
Qué guapo, tío.
But if I vouch for the boy, share my rations with him, I could convince them. I will do so if Cora wishes.
No! You're not taking him!
Sakura.
Mira los pelos de las piernas, tío, qué guapo.
This is the best option. I'm a burden to you out here. This is what I want. Let me go with him.
Permission granted. But brother, this is not the end for us. I will visit you in Plainsong, and no Utaru or Tenakth can stop me.
Qué guapo, tío. Y es una misión secundaria de mierda, ¿sabes?
I'll stay and help them pack their gear, then take Cora back with me. You've shown strength and wisdom today. Rare combination. You have my thanks, and theirs too, I'm sure.
Vale, vamos para allá, ¿eh? ¿Qué es esto? A ver. Es para donde estoy mirando ahora mismo. Ah, aquí. Esto lo habíamos visto cuando estábamos cerca del este. En serio, es que me molan mucho estas misiones. Hostia, ¿dónde me manda esta? Hijo de puta. Vale, ahí tenemos un viaje rápido. Pues vamos a pillar la hoguera. Se dice gracia, no hoguera. Es que nos ha marcado para siempre lo de se dice gracia, no hoguera, ¿eh? Qué bonita es Catisa, por Dios. Vale, pues creo que lo vamos a dejar, ¿o qué? A ver qué hora llevamos. La 1:20. ¿Lo dejamos ya o qué? Creo que ya es buena hora para que todos nos vayamos a descansar. Y mañana creo que le vamos a volver a zurrir a este, ¿eh? Creo que le vamos a volver a zurrir a este. Y la semana que viene recordad que empezaremos la segunda run del Blasphemous. Esta vez con vidas. Qué marda. Espérate, ¿dónde he dejado la hoguera? Se dice gracia. Hoguera. Sí, de hecho, mi intención ahora mismo... No me voy a ir a dormir directamente, tampoco tengo tantos sueños, la verdad. Mi intención ahora mismo es comerme la pizza y grabar un tutorial. No sé de qué aún, pero lo haré. Hace 1000 que no publico un tutorial. Vamos a entregar esta. No, no. ¿Cómo comer pizza? Lo veo, ¿eh?
Talana, glad to see you made it.
Thanks to the secret passage through your base. It was quite a sight.
Secret passage? Don't let the others hear you say that, or you'll have a lot of Oseram knocking at your door.
And you are?
This is Raggard. He's a scout with this caravan. He says Amadis was here.
He joined up with our expedition right before we went through the tunnel. After we made camp here, I set out to do some scouting. I also made peace offerings to the Tanakh for trespassing in their territory. Amadis wanted me to ask around about some place called the Rot.
What did you find out?
Most I learned was that it's where the Tanakh took their prisoners. Somewhere far to the west,
Sin piña, sin piña.
Thornmarsh, the lowland clan's capital.
Es una 4 quesos rellena de gorgonzola.
On his own?
I tried to warn him, but he was dead set on going.
Did Amadis say anything
Amadis de
about why
Gaula.
he was heading to the Rot?
Afraid not. He was a man of few words.
Sounds like him. Did he look okay to you?
Ni sardinas.
More or less. He seemed shaken when we learned the tunnel had collapsed behind us. But then again, so was everyone around here.
So you're a scout for this crew. Anything I should know about the area?
Where to start? Down south we got a trio of Oseram trying to delve into the ruins in the sand.
There are more of you?
They're the ones we followed out here in the first place. And then there are all the other folk who broke away as soon as we got to this side of the tunnel. Salvagers, explorers, all sorts of daring venturers.
Just how many of you were there?
Enough to lose track, that's for sure. I've also spotted some rebels a while back too. Seems like they've been patrolling the desert. Heard all about the rebellion from the Tanakh up in Scalding Spear. That's the Desert Clan's capital, north of here.
Sounds like you've really gotten to know the area.
It's what I do.
Thanks, Raggard.
Hope you find him.
Okay, I'll head for Thornmarsh. Meet me there.
Hold on.
What?
You're willing to go to the ends of Tanakh's territory to find this guy.
Ay, porque quiere que...
Of course, he's one man alone in the Forbidden West. I'm just worried about him.
I think it's more than that. I'll meet you near the lowland capital. But then, you're going to tell me who Amadis really is.
Fine. I'll lay low, north of the village. See you there.
Tanakh y Amadis. Yo solo digo eso, Hostia, si hace caza, está más cerca. Mata a las máquinas. Si hace caza, tenemos uno aquí. ¿Qué es? Mar de arena. Calmarenas del sur. Mata a las máquinas. ¿Este es el que dejamos a medias? ¿Por qué no podía en su momento? Venga, hacemos esa misión y lo dejamos ahí, ¿vale? Vamos a hacer esta. Van a cazar van a embestir cazadores. Míralo, aquí tenemos al colega. Ahí donde tenemos la misión.
Everything's sticking. Damn it.
¿Por qué me hace dar toda esa vuelta? ¿Ir para acá? Ah, vale. Vale, coño. Bueno, aún así, me hace dar una vuelta estúpida. Se van a embestir entre sí. Claro, ella puede cabalgar a un embestidor, ¿no? O podríamos decirlo así también. Esta es una misión igual que me costó muchísimo. Cuando yo creo que estaba en el nivel justo para hacerla y me costaba un huevo. Yo creo que hay algún problema con el nivel de dificultad de mi partida, que está corrupto o algo de eso. No es ni medio normal. No sé si os acordáis de esta quest, que la intentamos un montón de veces. Y es que me reventaban fuertemente. Vale, ácido. Está como Génova. Que se embisten entre sí. Ah, corrupta, vale. Perdón. Hago en Ross de boss. Vale, contra frío. Quita, coño, que estoy matándolo. Madre de Dios, qué pesados son. Vale, vamos a tirarle ácido a ese. Oh, mira. Hijo de puta. Déjame coger el puto cañón. Joder. Macho, tío, que es que son muy cansinos, tío. Es que no me dejan ni levantarme, copón. Madre mía, tío. Qué cansinos son, ¿eh? Con una camiseta de Monamar. Ramón Amar. ¿Cierto? Podéis llamarme José Ramón Amar. Vale, nos falta un corazón de colmillo de estos. José Ramón Amar, claro.
That's all the parts we need. I should take these to Draka.
Draka es la madre de Thrall, que lo sepáis. El gran faraón del metal. Vale, esta es la misma de antes, que teníamos ahí a lo lejos. Ahí está. Vale, vamos a devolver la... Ah, Draca es este. José Rabrón. José Rabrón, James.
We should head back to Arrowhead.
Yeah. At least now we can bag and tag these soldiers. Oh, hold on. Since you can clearly handle a bunch of angry machines, I want to go back to where the Thunderjaw hit us. We lost a lot more fighters there. I can't just leave them to rot. They deserve to be bagged and tagged too. Will you come with me?
Lead the way.
Ah, que me iba a ir a dormir ya. Mentira. Que íbamos a cortar. A tope de power.
So many have to die just to get water.
Did you try talking to your commander at Scalding Spear?
Please, the only thing she'll listen to is the sound of a bow being drawn. About that, wouldn't mind having yours at my side if it ever came to it.
I'm just passing through, Draka.
You can't blame me for trying.
Necesitamos hierbas medicinales para restablecer.
This is it. Where the Thunderjaw ripped through my squad.
¿Qué ha pasado? Cachopoche, ¿pero qué haces cortando tan pronto?
They were warriors to the end. We should get
Cachopoche a dormir.
Someone's alive. By the rocks.
Speak sense, soldier.
Burrowers. I've been made.
Pues te reviento el felpudo. Coño, es eso. ¿Por qué no me deja tarjetear? Ahora. Vale, ácido. Vamos a tirarle ácido. Acetil salicílico.
There's plenty dead Ravagers around. We can use their cannons.
Go get one. I'll draw the Thunderjaw's fire. Give me some room. Come on.
¿Qué? ¿Qué me ha dicho que coja no sé qué del fire de qué? Vale, ahí tenemos una. Me mata. Si es que me cago en Dios, tío. Ay. Fusión. No me dejan ni vivir. Fusión. Vale, perfecto ese, ¿eh?
There's plenty dead Ravagers around. We can use their cannons. Ahí no puedo crear. Se supone que dice que esto... Vale, esto es lo que quería que hiciésemos. ¿Dónde está? Ahora sí.
Hey, do me a favor and get the Thunderjaw's heart. I need to check on that soldier.
Ok, capochoche, que pues que descanses entonces y te vas al sobre. ¿O qué vas a hacer? ¿Vas a hacer juegasio todavía? ¿Y qué es lo que pasaba? ¿Qué problema te daba? ¿Que te va como el culo? A ver si es que tenías alguna actualización, que suele pasar también, ¿eh? Suele pasar muy a menudo lo de las actualizaciones de Windows. O del Windows Defender. Ah, vale, porque estabas con el Immortals. Menudo tú te le has metido al Immortals. Ah, no, estás con el gorricón. Vale. Soy idiota, perdón. Si ni es... O sea, anda que no pone ahí. Está con el gorricón. Pues yo... Ah, estabas con el inmortal. No, no, no. Si lo pone ahí. No me lo tengáis en cuenta, que soy gilipollas, por favor. Pues ese se me ha escapado. Mira. Un gilipollas increíble. Toma el gorrino, a tomar por culeta el gorrino. Vale, guay, ¿no? Tenemos más cosas por aquí. Hostia, ¿el monés de Juanma Molina? Qué grande, Juanma Molina. Es que Merche tiene también... Merche, nuestra queridísima Nan, que por cierto cumple los años el lunes, ¿no? Tiene también un limón así con forma de corazón de mote. Que no te arranca el Wildlands. ¡Ay! Ya la has liado. Vale, aquí. A ver qué habrás liado. ¿Te da algún error o algo? Papo. Al menos para que sepas por dónde van los tiros.
Didn't think I was going to make it. You did good, soldier. You're going back home. Thanks to this one.
You were the one who refused to leave your people behind.
I know I'm racking up favors here, but, did you take those hearts back to Arrowhand? We'll be right behind you.
Of course. Be careful.
With that Thunderjaw heart in hand, we'll get all the water we need. Thank you, Aloy.
¿Eso que son runas? Ruinas, quiero decir. Runas, yo también. ¿Pero hay algo más por aquí? Nada, ¿verdad? Vamos a entregar la misión y cerramos por hoy. Que ya está bien también, ¿eh? ¿Cuánto llevamos? 11 horas con 44. Hacemos un 12 horas al final, ¿eh? Hacemos un 12 horas al final. Que por cierto, el especial... yo voy a empezar con 6 horas. Creo que puse 4 o 6 horas. No lo sé. Y luego, ¿imagináis que en el especial no se suscribe nadie para que no haga más de 4 horas? Sería guapísimo eso, ¿eh? Es en plan de no quiero que... no quiero nada. No quiero que sigas con el directo. Quiero que termines. Hombre, puedes probar a arrancarlo y darle Alt Enter para cambiarlo a modo ventana. A ver, ¿quién entregamos la misión?
You've returned. Where's Draka?
Just a little late, Chaplain. Gained some extra baggage on the way back. She's got the machine hearts, including a Thunderjaws. You should have seen this flame in the desert. Here. Something to commemorate our heroic victory.
A victory indeed. Command will be relieved to hear about this.
Get them the scalding spear as soon as you can. And tell the commander how many had to die to get them.
Huntress, may I have a word?
Ooh.
I heard what you did at the Grove. They say that in addition to your bow and spear, you have a kind of second sight, especially for matters that have to do with the old ones.
That's one way to put it.
So it's true. You've done well by my clan, but our troubles may not be as easily settled as Draka believes. I think your second sight might be just what we need.
What exactly is the problem?
Not here. Meet me at Scalding's Spear. I'll explain everything.
I'll see you there when I can.
Good. The entire clan might depend on it.
Hostia, muchas cosas ponéis, muchas responsabilidades estáis poniendo sobre mis hombros. Tenemos 6 puntos de habilidad.
Our blades. Oh, the famous Nora. Let's have a trade.
Vale, pues aquí lo dejamos, bonicos. Y esta vez sí. ¿Qué misión tenemos esta? Desafío de la carrera. Paso de carreras. Macho, es que el mapa es enorme, tío. El mapa es puramente enorme, ¿eh? Es que es enorme el mapa y mirad todo lo que nos queda por todos los lados. Y es que nos queda muchísimo todavía. Sí, todos escuchan. Pedro. 12 horas. ¿Cuánto nos quedan? 10 minutos. ¿Nos quedamos 10 minutos entonces? Va. 10 minutos más. Va. Y así terminamos con 12 horas. Tú sí, Safi, tú deberías estar ya durmiendo. ¿10 minutos mirando el mapa, te imaginas? Diciendo, hostia, qué grande es esto, ¿eh? Yo lo veo, ¿eh? Lo veo fuertemente. A ver qué hay aquí. Ruinas de reliquia, anhelo seco. Explora las ruinas. Va, vamos a hacer eso de las ruinas, va. Lo tenemos aquí al lado. Oiga, ¿qué he hecho? Tomándome una botix, eres gilipollas. Quería llamar a la máquina. Corre, turbo cabra. Bueno, esto es lo de las carreras.
ruin built into the cliff.
Ah, pero no podemos abrir esto.
Might be worth poking around inside. There's some kind of tunnel. I should take a look around.
No podemos porque no podemos abrir la mierda esta.
Metal flower. I don't think I can get past those vines. Better leave it for now. A relic. How do I get to it? I wonder what they used all these machines for.
No, aquí no podemos entrar. Aquí no podemos hacer una mierda. Ese es el problema. Ya tenemos una hoguera aquí cerquita. A ver, ¿qué nos quedan? 9 minutos. 9 minutos, ¿podemos hacer un campamento, por ejemplo? Teníamos por aquí algo de algún campamento, me suena, ¿no? ¿Qué es esto del nivel de...?
Not much I can do without a way past those vines. I guess I should come back later. Cannot catch a break from this heat.
Hostia. Todo. Vale, ahí arriba. Pero bueno, Renzo, ¿no? Ahora otras 2 horas más, venga, va. Mensaje destacado a cobro revertido, dice. Se alarga el directo, venga. Otras 3 horas más. Cabezataza, no impactos. ¿Te has sacado el no-hit del Cuphead? ¿En serio, Renzo? ¿Te has sacado la no-hit del Cuphead? Qué puto grande. Ah. Digo, ¿ya te ha caído? Es que... Pero bueno, aprovecho para darte la enhorabuena por la otra, la del Hollow que hiciste hace poco, que sacaste la nueva run hace poco. La All Skills, exacto. Pero bueno, bienvenidísimos. Hola Kanagi, hola Joseto. Nosotros estamos aquí, pero a punto de terminar, ¿eh? Hola Laeris, ¿cómo estás? Consa. Se declara el mejor no-hitter del mundo. Bueno, yo confío mucho en Renzo, ¿eh? Yo tengo confianza en Renzo. Bueno, tenemos que sacar la hoguera por lo menos. Vale, se entra por allí. Uy, que por aquí también hay una entrada. Hala, ya la has roto. Uy, mira, las dos. Se me acaba de apagar el purificador de aire. Vale, para eso es tirar lo que hay ahí. Según estoy viendo.
There's nothing for my pole caster to latch onto.
Vale. Ahí sí. Vale, pues nosotros estábamos a punto de irnos, pero han dicho, venga, va, ya aguanta hasta las 12 horas. Y eso es lo que vamos a hacer. O sea, que nos vamos a ir en 5 minutos. Nos vamos a ir... en 5 minutos hago, sin despedirme ni hostias, cortar stream, ya está. Pero ni raid ni pollas a vinagre, ¿sabes? En 5 minutos... ¡pum! En 5 minutos. 5 minutos. 5 minutos. Aquí tenemos la hoguera. ¿Se dice gracia, no hoguera? Hostia, fue World First la de la All Skills, es verdad. De puta madre. Vacilando por él, como debe ser. Y a dormir que te vas ya. Guillem, muchísimas gracias por pasar a saludar aunque sea. Bonico. Espero que lo hayáis pasado genial viendo a Renzo hacer la... o intentar la no-hit. Supongo que habrás estado ruteando y tal, ¿no? ¿Has visto cómo ya entiendo de la jerga que habláis los no-hitters? El ruteo con no skill, nile skips, 0 skip, all skill, full hour. Uy, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es ese tanque? Enorme. Tanque de agua fría. Ah, amigo. Vale, ¿y qué era lo otro que teníamos ahí? La herida de la arena. Reúnete con Tanaka. Vale. Y ahí tenemos... Joder, ¿no me deja tarjetear el otro? Pues vamos para allá. Renzo loco, ¿qué va?
There's Jataka.
These rations barely get us through the day, Commander. Our children are thirsty.
Doesn't Command have reserves?
Se están quedando sin agua aquí.
I'll bet they're keeping the water for themselves.
Not a happy place.
Aquí tenemos otra misión. Vamos a cogerla antes de ir a la de este hombre. ¿Y qué marcha me llevas?
You wanted to speak to me?
The name's Zolka. Have you heard from up north? From Bleeding Mark?
I'm guessing that's a place.
One of the desert's villages. They send their yield of ash
¿Para cuándo un 24 horas? No creo que aguante yo un 24 horas. Bueno, en Semana Santa a lo mejor. Te lo he recordado, el Breath of the Wild, qué grande. Luego con un seguidor más. Así me gusta, Salva. Nada, nombre, bienvenidísimo la Eris. Bonico. ¿Y tú qué tal? Hostia, el otro día te vi que estaba... Te dije el ojete. ¿Qué estabas haciendo? No me acuerdo qué estabas haciendo. Espérate, que como... No le vamos a hacer a Chafi que saque sus manos de debajo de la manta. Pero el otro día te vi... no, pero no era con el Genshin. Estabas con otra cosa, no me acuerdo con qué. Te dejé la view en el curro. ¿Penitencia? ¿Cómo que penitencia? En Semana Santa. La penitencia por estar toda la Semana Santa jugando al... 24 horas. Al Kirby tampoco fue el Kirby. No recuerdo ahora mismo. Ah, vale, que me pinte la cara. ¿Nos pintamos de Españita? Nada, si es que no me gusta, tío. Ah, esta por lo menos.
You mentioned the...
It's a crimson stone that Bleeding Mark has. Our soldiers there gather and deliver it.
Die for what?
Everyone in the clan depends on the wound in this capital and outlying village a lot. The last delivery, our supply is running low.
If I'm out that way,
vale,
can
vamos
you
para
look
allá.
on the village, find out what's the delay.
You have my thanks.
He abierto tampoco estos días. Bueno, es que no recuerdo. Te vi que estabas conectado y dije, mira la Iris. ¿Te estás haciendo un no hit del Breath of the Wild, Consa? Hostia, qué guay. No era Pokémon Arceus tampoco. Fue algo que me llamó la atención, pero no me acuerdo, porque como tengo una memoria de mierda. A la Zelda Breath of the Wild, no hit. A tomar por culo. Vale, vamos a hacer esto. Y ya no, ya está, ¿no? Ya hemos hecho las 12 horas. Ya nos podemos ir tranquilos. Ay, espérate, ¿dónde he marcado? No había marcado ahí. A este.
Why put guards around the wound?
You can't just take away our water. The wound gives less water. Our rations adjust.
What's going on?
We know the way of the desert! What's stopping us from taking what we want? And
Anyone else want to complain? We're the Desert Clan. We survive with what we have.
Your, commander's not much for hand-holding.
That is not our way. Even less so in her case. Shall we?
Sure.
Qué guapo es este juego, de verdad. Venga, muchas gracias, Desegonza. ¿Cómo estás, Bonico? Espero que todo bien.
Draka's not the only one with harsh words for your commander.
The desert has bred survival into our clan's blood.
El camello. ¿Cómo qué? Farmear fácil y centaleón. Yo ni sé de lo que estáis hablando, o sea que con eso te lo digo todo. ¿Para qué hora es? Las 2, hemos dicho. Acaba de saltar lo del purificador. Pues me parece que no voy a grabar tutorial ahora, ¿eh?
Your reputation has grown since I saw you last.
Pero si nos acabamos de ver literalmente hace 10 minutos.
You took down the bulwark, defended the grove, and saved the life of our chief. I'm hoping you've got enough left for one more miracle.
What do you need?
You'll find out soon enough.
Mira, aquí como hace calor está...
So, this is the Outlander that bested Regala. And now she conspires with the dissident Draka.
Demanding water does not make one a dissident, Yara.
Doesn't make Draka a commander either. You should advise him of that.
Jataka said you needed help.
Did he now?
Aloy has a unique insight into the ways of the Old Ones. She might be able to fix this before it gets out of hand.
Get to the point. What is Jataka talking about?
El pozo que no...
There is no water.
What do you mean?
I mean the wound in the sand, that which provides the clan with the water we need to survive, is completely dry.
This water source...
Qué guapo, tío.
Jataka said it's somehow related to the Old Ones?
From what we can tell, whatever water we take, it restores on its own. Over time. A few weeks ago, it stopped. I ordered rationing, searched for other viable sources. But everything else nearby is tainted one way or another.
But why the secrecy? Keeping your people in the dark seems to be making things worse.
If the clan knew, my command would be challenged.
There's no water and you're worrying about keeping your command?
Think what you want. Between the machines, the storms, and Regala's uprising, I'm the only thing keeping this clan from falling apart.
Draka said your clan won't touch Regala.
Her grudge is with Chief Hikaru, not me. And I plan to keep it that way. So her troops don't trouble my clan. Besides, if she defeats Hikaru, she deserves to rule. That's the way of the tribe.
Draka's people sacrificed a lot to get that water. He thinks you're hoarding it for yourself.
The perfect excuse to challenge my command. Like he's always...
Hostia, qué obsesión con el
Of
comando.
course he makes it sound very noble. That he only cares about his thirsty
Sí, lo jugué pero rápidamente. No soy yo muy fan de Nintendo.
is to be in charge. And if
Lo
he
jugué en
was,
emulador.
He'd face the exact same problem I have. There is simply not enough water to go around.
Vale.
So how are you going to deal with not having any water?
Ration what little we have.
Es que no me mola a mí Nintendo.
And in the meantime, people die of thirst?
Every corpse weighs on me. That is what it means to be a commander. What matters is that the clan survives as a whole.
Claro, lo importante es que la gente que se muera ya no le tenemos que dar
I
agua.
can't promise anything. But if this wound was built by the old ones, I might be able to fix it.
Sí, no, sí me pasé el Zelda. Pero no sé ahora mismo cuál es. De hecho, con decirte que fue en Ganon donde aprendí lo de las habilidades, lo de que al mantener el gatillo hacía otras habilidades más potentes o algo así era. Ya es que no me acuerdo. Pero lo del ataque especial no lo o sea, no me di cuenta de que podía hacer el ataque especial en Ganon.
I was born amongst the Nora, as far east as you are west.
I've heard of your people. They say only those who are exiled leave your lands.
There are exceptions.
What business does a Nora exception have in the West?
Believe it or not, to help people, even the ones who don't want it.
Sounds like a difficult path.
¿Ves? Aquí el traje que llevamos pega bien. Ah, vale, ya creo que sé cuál es uno. Que delante del circo había uno, ¿verdad? Del Coliseo.
Definitely built by the old ones. Focus should show me more. Pipes leading outside the settlement.
What do you see?
A trail.
I doubt you'll find anything to fix the wound there. What are you doing?
Lo que me sale del...
Leads underground.
We've tried going down there, but it's too narrow for anyone to reach the bottom.
Espérate, ¿cómo se llama esta quest? Porque se me está yendo la pinza de cómo está traqueado. La herida en la arena. Y es que se le está yendo esto la pinza muchísimo. Donde me sale del poto. Es que ya que estamos tendremos que terminar esto. Y no hit, te los cargas no hit encima. Yo creo que solo me cargué un centauro de esos. Vale, eso estará looteado ya. Vale, y si llamamos a la turbocabra. El de los centauros. No, a mí me molaron los puzzles y las ¿cómo se llaman? Los santuarios me molaron mucho. Pero en general la estética y eso del Zelda no me gusta nada. El combate no me gusta nada tampoco. Ya qué caña, tío, ¿cómo se ve por dónde va el...? A ver... sí, creo recordar que sí.
As I've been saying.
La presa de Alarcón que se ha cerrado.
Pipe goes past that ridge. Those float. We're gonna have to do some climbing.
Nothing we can't handle, I'm sure.
Hostia, es que esta es que viene detrás la otra. No me había dado cuenta.
The vein must have leaked here. Not enough to be the cause of the missing water, but enough for these plants to grow. There's a lot of machines. We're on the right track.
Dead soldier. See all that from a path? I need to take a closer look. See all that from a
Vale, débil contra agua.
Yep. Machine's tough.
Pues vamos a darle frío. Vale, lo tenemos. Estos son los osos hormigueros, ¿no? Sí. Lootear primero, matar después. Vale. ¡Ay, va, qué chorrazo! Joder. Vale, lo tenemos. ¡Hostia puta! El camello es ese que tenías que meterle el rayo entre unos círculos en las piernas, ¿puede ser? No me acuerdo. Pero me suena algo así. Flecha bomba a las patas, sí, me suena. Me suena. Es que es eso, me lo pasé solo una vez hace... Pues ahora ya... ¿Qué hace? ¿Ya 3 años? ¿Puede ser? Me acuerdo que estaba...
That is one of Draka's men. I will cut off that dissident's head and feed it to the vultures if he had anything to do with...
We don't know what happened here yet. And we still have a trail to follow.
Lead the way.
Ah, el Horizon. El Horizon es un pasote, la verdad. Yo creo que me quedo con el 1, ¿eh? Si tuviese que elegir entre el 1 y el 2, creo que me quedo con el 1. Mira, por aquí ya empieza a haber agua.
Barely a lick's worth. But there are no streams in this area.
Which means
these anchors. That soldier must have used them to get up this cliff.
He must have been going back to Arrowhand when those machines got him.
Maybe he found something up there worth reporting back about.
We'll find out soon enough.
Ya terminamos esta misión. Esto es así. Y que no nos hagan otra raid. Cituchi, bonita. Madre mía, ahora terminar de currar. Ahora llegas a casa, Citus.
The problem. I'm gonna need my focus. That weapon. Looks like Draka's man tried to pry this open, but he didn't know what he was doing. And now the water's not going where it's supposed to.
Sabotage.
Or ignorance. Don't think this is gonna do anything. Maybe
vale.
if I follow that main pipe, I'll find something useful.
Ahí va, no, que me... Joder.
He was trying to pull that.
Aparcado. Ese es que mola mucho. Este juego me mola mucho. Ah, desde la camita ya ahí. Qué calentita está Citus. No, me cago en mi vida. Qué torpe soy. Vale. Subimos ahí. Perfecto. Y ahí podemos subirnos. Pero muchacha, súbete ahí arriba. La madre que la parió, ¿eh? Pues otro besazo enormecitus para ti también, Mónica. Muchas gracias por pasarte a saludar. Así, me cago en la madre que me parió. Te voy a decir yo lo de... Antes de que te vayas a dormir.
Un besito de buenas noches.
¿Alguno de vosotros conoce al querido Lagman?
What do you need me to do?
Que te calles. Es lo que necesito.
Stay here. Let me know if anything changes. I'm gonna take a look around. A valve. That might help.
Se echa muchísimo de menos. Lagman es uno de los más grandes que he conocido. No me cansaré.
It looks like that stopped the water flow. Now I just need to find a way to get it to Scalding Spear. That's the same type of machinery we found outside. Only this one's not leaking. Maybe it can help me switch the water flow. Sounds like the water's switched. Gotta open the valve upstairs. Get that water circulating.
Vale, vamos para allá. Ya las lío. Vale, pues por aquí. Vale, tenemos que tirarnos allí.
The system switched back. Couldn't hold the water pressure. I need to find a way up to that valve.
Vale, tenemos que hacerlo on time.
Sounds like the water's switched. Gotta open the valve upstairs. Get that water circulating.
Vale. Uy.
Sounds like that did something. Aloy, I can hear water in the room again.
Anything leaking?
Not that I can see.
Let's hope that means my plan worked.
Vale. ¿Pues ahora qué? Habla con Yara. ¿Dónde estás? Aquí.
That should do it.
Vale.
This will return water to Scalding
Igualmente, Citus, un besazo enorme. De esos de hacer velcro. Ah, bueno, tú no tienes barba.
But he didn't care. All he wanted was to cause a crisis so he could challenge my command.
We don't know that for sure.
Meet me back at the wound when you can. Please. To make sure the water will flow.
I will. Don't do anything rash about Draka.
Only an upstart acts rashly. A commander bides her time. Hey. The desert was kind to lead you to us.
Things are about to get ugly between Draka and Miara. Maybe I can head it off.
Lo dejamos aquí ya, ¿eh? Ahora sí. No more rides. No more rides. Ay, la verdad es que tengo sueñete. Creo que me voy a comer la pizza y me voy a dormir. ¿Qué os parece? Voy a calentar un poquillo la pizza, eso sí. He pensado. ¿O queréis ver? Venga, va, vamos a terminar a ver cómo termina esto. Es que hay que verlo. ¿Cómo termina esto?
I'm afraid your presence is required in the commander's quarters.
Is everything okay?
The dissident Draka has been apprehended for interfering with the wound.
How did he interfere?
He entered the wound by force, saw that it was empty, except for a slow trickle that began when you fixed the device in the desert. He did not take it well.
Of course he didn't. I'll go meet with them.
Verás. Hoy no cierro, ya verás. Sí, es que, joder, pero tenemos que terminar a ver... Que si no, mañana no me voy a acordar de esto. ¿Y hasta tan poca memoria tienes? No lo sabéis bien, ¿eh? Yo tengo menos memoria que una mierda. Marca las 7 de la mañana. Hoy no es cuando hacen el cambio de hora, ¿no?
You have some nerve.
You're one to talk.
That doesn't sound good.
Watch your tone.
Our orders are to keep everyone out of the commander's quarters. You let these two kill me? How could you let this happen?
How did I let this happen? You're the one who sabotaged the wound in the first place. You're lucky we were able to fix it, or your head would already be on a spear.
You call that fixed? It's just a dribble. And it's not my fault. I already told you, Ukta came to me. He said he found something in the desert that might get us water. I had no idea it had anything to do with the wound.
And you expect me to believe that?
Aloy, I came for the water that was owed to us, and when I found out that there is no water, they arrested me.
As I already told you, the water is returning, but slowly. It'll be weeks before the wound is full again. Until then, I will send Arrowhand what I can.
You hid what happened to the wound. How can we believe you now?
Draka.
No, you know what? Enough of this! No more words! Consider that a challenge.
Gather your squads then, and meet us at the gate of the vanquished.
Pues entonces no vamos a ver el final hoy.
I have a challenge to prepare for. Leave me.
This will be the end of the clan. I have to stop it. We have to stop it.
Hold on a second. Help me understand. What do you mean, the end of the clan?
Both sides will take their most loyal squads to the Gate of the Vanquished. Then they'll butcher each other as part of a ritual challenge. But it won't stop there. Whoever wins will try to wipe out the loser's loyalists all over the desert. The fighting could last for months. Those two scabheads are going to doom us all.
Can't you stop them?
I'm a chaplain. I provide counsel. I cannot force them to heed it. Even Chief Akaro can't intervene. It is a matter for the clan alone.
What is this?
The doorway to a dead cauldron. A symbol of what the tribe aspires to. The defeat of deranged machines.
Dead.
No one knows. It is a place of great significance for... Even greater now, since it will mark the onslaught of a massacre.
¿Cómo puedo ayudar?
What makes you think I can help you stop them? I'm not...
They both owe you a debt. You aided them when no one else could. And you've seen into their hearts. Just misguided in different ways, but no less worthy of the people they protect. Your words might be enough to speak.
Yeah, well...
And you are no ordinary speaker. You took down the unyielding bulwark, fought off an assault. I will go to the Gate of the Vanquished, southward, but without you, I'm afraid we'll run out of body.
Pues muy bien. No lo vamos a continuar. Esto ya mañana, ¿eh? Esto ya mañana. Esto ya os digo, mañana. Ahora no. Caca. Nos vamos. Mira, de hecho, voy a apagar la consola.